Hey, what up, man? Real quick, got to get this off my chest, man. Couple of things. Well, that's a few topics I'm gonna touch on, so I'm gonna try to, be quick but thorough with it. All right. First thing, man, I was watching Trenches News, man. Shout out to Trenches News, C Hood. Y'all go check them guys out in Big Last Man Stop It podcast. But what we got? Two cats in O.Block went to go. They basically robbed their neighbors, man, which is totally against. You know what I'm saying? Even in today's climate, man, it's like, you got an area, you supposed to be, when it came to gangs, they were created to protect neighborhoods from other gangs, when the Irish gangs and all them used to be into it. And now we just completely, the actions like that completely steps away from what the gangs originally were created for in the first place. Minus the crack epidemic and all that stuff. But just having that pride in your block, your neighborhood, your project. So these dudes go and rob neighbors within their own community. In their own project, not even community, projects on that, because projects are community within themselves. What's bad about this is, for one, it's punk moves, man. Because y'all spend all this time woofing and showing guns and stuff in y'all lives, you know what I mean, with all your ops outside the gates and everything, but you do all your dirt within the gates to the people who live there, out of all people. You know what I'm saying? If anybody was supposed to feel safe around y'all, it's supposed to be the people within your own damn community, man. It's like, are y'all that scared to go actually take that energy toward the ops? You know what I'm saying? To go and do that? You know what I'm saying? Instead of feeding on the people around where you at, you know what I'm saying? Y'all shitting where y'all eat. Period. But, I like to try to offer solutions. A lot of us, we get on there and we can talk about the problem. We recognize the problem and the source of the problems and stuff like that. But when I try to, I try to give solutions, because a lot of the solutions don't involve money, and it don't involve, marches and all these different things. All those are good. I'm not knocking none of those. We need those. Definitely keep it coming. But when it comes to stuff like that and any other, it's what they call in the military denying safe harbor. Okay. Let's say like over in Iraq, right? The insurgents was dug in deep in like Ramadi and Fallujah and places like that. What they did was the Marines, they set up camp there, and instead of just moving from the area, they stayed rotating different units in and out, and built a rapport with the people. And what that did is it gained trust of those people, and the insurgents could no longer use them, and hide stuff in the houses, use the population as a human shield and all that, because they're like, man, y'all messing up where we at. You know what I'm saying? We don't want no more bombers and stuff over here, so y'all got to go. You know what I mean? And it worked for a while. And the reason why it didn't work is because, eggheads at the top who have no idea what's going on really just want to, make all these bad decisions. But neither here nor there. I digress. I mean, they denied safe harbor, so they had nowhere to go. So they had to go somewhere where people would allow that kind of behavior. And this is prime example of what should be happening in O.Block. And it's a lot easier to do because it's confined within those buildings. But just neighborhoods, each block, each community, this is what y'all should be doing. Okay. And this is it's easier said than done. Don't get me wrong. I know it's easier said than done, but this is a solution, because let's say, you got the shooters out there. That's who people tend to respect. All right. They respect the shooter. So if you got, those 2 or 3 shooters who bona fide out there, they stamped, everybody else around them are just followers. Why you think somebody always going and get the same people to do the hits? Because they don't have to, they probably got the heart to do it, but they don't have the heart to face the consequences if things go wrong. They don't want that. That's why they always trying to hide and push these people up here and give them all these names and all that. Cause it's like, yeah, I can stay safe and I can rep this block over here and sound hard, but, and rap about the shootings, but I'm not the one doing it. I'm gonna rap about what somebody else doing. What if, okay, those shooters decide to say, I'm not finna do this no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna try to talk it out. I'm finna put this gun down. I'm not finna make that my first, second, and last option. I'm not finna be the shooter no more. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna, and you multiply that by multiple people. The few people that still trying to act like that gonna feel real out of place. You know what I mean? They're gonna be like, man, I don't have nobody behind me, you know what I'm saying? Because you notice when a lot of dudes finna go do something, they always looking behind to see who gonna follow them, you know what I'm saying? It's like, don't try to hide in the crowd. So don't give them a crowd to hide in, you know what I'm saying? You got to deny that safe harbor, you know what I mean? And it's a good crowd to follow when you're going in a positive direction. And those people that's doing it, they're gonna be like, oh man, you know, it's similar to like if everybody telling a joke and then you tell that bad joke and everybody look at you like, what? You feel real out of place and uncomfortable, right? Same concept, you know what I'm saying? It's just more, you know, it's dealing with as far as the choices and the actions, you know what I mean? They ain't gonna want to do it. And then if you have the rest of the population around there, the civilians who they don't have nothing to do with it, their kids don't have nothing to do with it, but stop denying that safe harbor, you know what I mean? You ain't necessarily got to be calling the police or nothing like that, but what a lot of these people doing are looking for validation, you know? When they online and stuff like that, they seeking validation. They need to be recognized. You know what I'm saying? I am somebody type deal. They're trying to be somebody, but that's the wrong somebody to be. So if you stop, you know, egging this stuff on and liking it and all that, you know, give them a thumbs down, give them a, you know, one of those emojis like that or something. You know what I mean? Like, man, stop that. You stupid. That's going to make a person like, oh man, I don't have no, you know, let me get off of this. You know what I mean? It's going to get real uncomfortable because as long as what's happening is the norm, everything they do gonna look normal. Make that what's abnormal, you know what I'm saying? Make the new norm peace, you know what I'm saying? And peace is much harder to wage than war, as you can see. No more ops. Well, let's fight amongst each other. Let's eat ourselves up. Nah, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You can't do the Ouroboros, you know, snake eating its own tail. Can't afford to do that no more. So that's what I mean by denying safe harbor. You know what I mean? It's a viable solution, but it's hard to do, but it costs nothing. All it costs is your choice. You know what I mean? And I get it. Don't think I'm delusional. It could cost people their lives because we seen anytime somebody trying to step away, you know, do a peace treaty or, you know, live a different life. That's when it seemed like whatever they did in their past comes up with them. But it's got to start somewhere. The question is, who's going to be the first to start it? And a lot of the people who got the influence are afraid because they know most of the time people are following them as long as that they doing something that they want to do. The minute they not, they're going to turn on them too. So it's like, but either way, the strength is in numbers. You know what I mean? You got enough people on their ass, you know what I mean? And, you know, it's like, man, you're not finna do that over here. Or you on your own, go somewhere else and do that. You see what I'm saying? It's it's very effective when it's actually put into practice. All right. What else I was going to hit on? Oh, yeah. You know, people like Rico Reckless, you know what I'm saying? You got people like him who coming out acting an ass, trying to start stuff up, you know what I'm saying? It's like, where were you when all this other stuff was going on, man? Like, get up out of here with that. You know, deny that safe harbor. Every time he should be able to read the comments and see 100 people like, man, you stupid, man. You know what I'm saying? Instead of people being fanned out trying to egg it on because they just looking for entertainment. Entertainment at the expense of somebody else's life. You know what I'm saying? Mortality is entertainment. It's like, get the hell up out of here with that, man. That's stupid. You know what I mean? Also, there's this channel, you know, they showing, they got all these videos up and it's showing like police footage of different people being arrested. I've seen one with 051 Melly. I've seen one with Vaughn when they came and got him for that Atlanta thing out of O.Block. I seen the one with FBG Duck and the cop all fanned out, you know what I'm saying? Well, acting like he fanned out. You know what I'm saying? Asking about Wooski's computer song. And then, you know, I know it's a lot of videos like with the police, you know, they releasing these videos and like, why they releasing these videos now? They could have been solved these murders, all these, you know, just trying to keep stuff started. But I don't see that happening with these videos. That's just somebody getting their hustle on. So whoever you are, I subscribe to your channel, man. Shout out to you. But what I wanted to pull from that is look at how they interact with the police. You know, you got some people might leave comments, you know, like, man, hey, why they ain't, you know, basically, why they not acting like they doing the drill video? What, you want them to up a switch with the cops? It's like, nah, man, you conduct yourself like you're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? You can't be a one-trick pony. You can't act like, you know, savage 24/7 about every little situation. That's how a lot of stuff gets started. So Duck, he up there like, yeah, man, I was trying to tell him to get off there, you know, whatever, man. You know, say what you got to say. I mean, he probably meant it, but even if he didn't, say what you got to say to, you know, deflect or get out of that situation or something like that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's about not being one-dimensional, man. Like I said, if you one-dimensional, then you're a damn amoeba. You're a fucking bacteria, man. It's like, you can't do that. That's how you conduct yourself. When Vaughn was locked up, you know what I'm saying? You didn't see him up in the police station spitting at cops and all that stuff. No, you conduct yourself a certain way. And this is how you got to conduct yourself when you're dealing with the cops, man. You know what I'm saying? Whether they for you or against you, it's like, don't give them a reason to justify being against you. If they want to be dirty, you be on that body cam not doing nothing and they being dirty. That'd be on them. But if you start acting a fool and stuff, it's like, whoa, you know, hey, what are you going to do? Third thing, what channel was this? Chicago Gang channel. And, you know, this made me feel so damn angry, man. And, you know, I'm going to embrace my hate for a second and say, dude, whoever you are, I wish you the worst form of death possible, you coward. You know, it happened by Portage Park. I used to play football up there for Portage Park when I was a shorty. This dude, you know what I'm saying, he gets into it at this establishment. He gets into it with the owner's daughter. The dad steps out to defend his daughter, rightfully so. And I think the brother or the son-in-law, somebody was there. And it spills outside. This dude calmly goes to his car, comes back. He shoots the dad. He shoots the brother-in-law or the son, whoever he was. And then he goes and, you know, he just casually walks up and shoots the daughter in the head. The two guys died, and she's still fighting for her life. I'm not sure if she survived or, you know, if she's still fighting for her life or not, man. But rest in peace to those two. And, you know, prayers for strength for that young lady. But, you know, he pops him, and then he just finishes him off, just pop out, you know, steady. And I'm like, first off, you go into these people's establishment and get into it. I don't know if he was an ex-boyfriend. I don't know. But you get into it with a female, and then when the guy comes up to defend his daughter's honor, you know what I'm saying? You want to go out. First thing you want to do is go get a gun like a little bitch. Nick, I hope they rip your ass to shreds wherever they find you, whether in jail or on the streets. You are a coward, man. This is the kind of shit they got to stop. And this is why I always talk about defending yourself, man. You know what I mean? It's like, to hell with that. Like, if you know, more people had a concealed license, man, somebody could have deaded that dude right there before he did image. Because that's the first thing most people trying to do now is go and grab a damn gun. Bitches, man. Put your hands up and fight, you little coward ass nigga. I said I wouldn't even use that word no more, but in this case, I'm using that word in the right context. That was a nigga. You know what I'm saying? He was Hispanic, but he's still a nigga. That word ain't just attributed to one race of people. You know what I'm saying? It's a mind state and it's a behavior. But that shit pissed me off, bro. I ain't never felt so angry in my life, man. Not in a long time for somebody doing something that cowardly, just taking them people's lives. Also, there was another guy. He was a student, an actor or something. He got caught. You know, somebody rolled up, shot him in his car. It's like, what's up with all you coward ass niggas in these guns, man? What do you think you're proving? Everything. Gun, 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 gun. Half y'all little skinny, malnutritioned ass little bitch ass niggas out here, skinny as hell, can't even throw a effective punch, but want to be the hardest things because of these damn guns, man. All y'all gonna get what y'all deserve. I'm embracing my hate for a couple of minutes, so y'all gotta excuse me, man. It just bugs the hell out of me. You know what I'm saying? Stop giving safe harbor to these people, man. Get rid of these folks, man. Or be prepared to defend yourself. You know what I'm saying? What safe harbor and, you know, directly by